Lilia Tarawa has revealed intimate details of the religious sect led by her controlling yet charismatic grandfather, hopeful Christian. And after escaping with her parents, Lilia has spent the last 8 years finding herself in the real world. Happy families, playful children, a singing chorus could be mistaken for heaven on earth. But for Lilia Tarawa, Gloriavale is where young girls are brainwashed, trained to be dutiful and obeying to men.
I love the job that we have as women of caring for the children here and looking after our men and cooking and sewing and doing all the laundry.
But at 18, Lilia escaped the radical Christian sect led by her granddad, hopeful Christian.
So a person that had God in them had life and enthusiasm.
Now she's experiencing life as any normal girl in her 20s, with makeup, hair and colourful dresses, worlds away from who she once was.
I looked at that clip of me before and I thought, who is that girl? She is nothing like the woman I know today.
Now Lilia is using her painful memories to build a career empowering others. Lilia joins us now from New Zealand's Christchurch. Lilia, thanks for joining us. What inspired you to write the book? What's your message?
Yeah, I really wanted to send a message to people that if you're in a situation where you're a victim or someone is treating you the wrong way or trying to control you, that you can break free. So I wanted to empower people who are in situations where they felt like they didn't have charge of their lives.
OK, Lilia, what upsets you most about when you were living inside that cult with your family? What do you look back on now that is most upsetting about that life?
What most upsets me is the huge discrimination against women, because as a woman you're given a role and you are not allowed to make choices. We were taught that we weren't to teach men, we weren't allowed to have an opinion. Our job was to submit, obey and serve. And now as an empowered woman living on the outside with a career and the ability to make choices for my life, I would want every woman to feel the way that I feel today, where I have the freedom to do what I want with my life.
What was the reaction of your grandfather when you broke free, and do you still did that connection continue after, or did he just cut you off?
No, we were cut off pretty much straight away. I've only seen my grandfather once in the last 8 years, which is when I went back last December to visit Gloriavale. I felt like I needed to see it with my own eyes again, and really walk in as this woman that I've become today and look at my life rather than living with my memories. And I met my grandfather then and he barely said a word to me. So that was pretty interesting. I think the way that they treat people when they leave is pretty terrible.
What's sort of your number one thing to women, to girls out there listening to this now who need to be empowered? What's your number one thing that you do to find the strength here?
Yeah, well, my advice would be to love yourself, because you only get one of you, and no matter what anyone else says to you, you are good enough and you are worthy and you have gifts and talents and skills and abilities. So if someone's telling you you can't do something, you go tell them that Lilia, said you could, because I've overcome challenges and done what people told me I could never do before. And so I know that you can too.
Great advice.
Good on you.
Yeah, it's a great book. You can learn more about Lilia's story with the new book, Daughter of Gloriavale, and it is out now. Thanks.